Welcome back to Onyango Atieno and Company Advocates, where justice is delivered differently. There are two areas of law that I believe as a practitioner every Kenyan ought to know and understand. These are the laws that deal with property and the laws that deal with employment, because the consequences of not understanding these two laws are quite major. For you to understand these two areas of law, you ought to understand the law of contract. So what is a contract? A contract is an agreement between two or more people. It may be written or oral. In Swahili, a contract ni kuelewana kati ya watu wawili au zaidi. Inaweza kuwa imeandikwa ama ni kwa mdomo. A valid contract has 6 elements. What do I mean by a valid contract? It's a contract which the law can uphold and the law can defend. In Swahili, a valid contract is maelewano enye sheria inaweza kubali. The elements of a valid contract are the offer, the acceptance, the meeting of the minds, consideration, capacity, and legality. I'll be dealing with each and every element in my subsequent videos, but for the purpose of today's video, I just want to deal with capacity and legality, because without these two, there can never be a valid contract, regardless of the existence of the other 4 elements. Capacity is your legal competence. It can be divided into 3. 1, age. You have to be above the age of 18 to contract. 2, you have to be sober, meaning you ought not to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol while contracting. And also, you have to be mentally competent, meaning you do not have a mental illness. A simple example on how capacity works in law is you're walking on the street and you meet a child selling a bicycle for 2,000 shillings, and you agree and you pay for the bicycle and take the bicycle home. When the parents of this child come to your house and take away the bicycle, you cannot go to court and defend your contract with the child because the child was a minor. At the time the child was selling you the bicycle, he had no legal capacity to do so. This also appears where you are buying property from a person who is under the influence of drugs or alcohol. When you take this person to court, the only thing they will say to the judge is, at that time, sikuwa najielewa. So let's talk about legality. Legality means that the purpose and the subject matter of the contract have to be in accordance with the law. That means, you cannot sell or you cannot buy from someone who is selling something that they do not own. If it's not theirs, they do not have